Georgie at breakfast.
Call 01904 641 641.
Text the word York, followed by your message to 81333.
Email georgie@bbc.co.uk.
BBC Radio York.
She's an actress.
Yeah, that's your final clue. Clue number 4. Now then, a very big night for one Yorkshire photographer, Giles Rocholl from Tadcaster. He's one of the finalists in the Insight Astronomy Photographer of the Year competition. That's a bit of a mouthful. The winner is announced this evening. The photo that has got him into the final is absolutely stunning. It's of the Northern Lights, and I'm very pleased to say Giles is here. Good morning.
Morning, Georgie.
Oh, do you know, I don't even think I can describe that. Can you describe that to me?
Yeah, it's difficult, isn't it?
It is. It's beautiful.
If you can imagine looking across a darkened lake with a gorgeous reflection of distant mountains with snow all over them, and then above them a wonderful streak of green light that then is reflected back in the water.
It's very clever.
If you can imagine that, well done.
I can imagine it now, and I'm looking at it, and it is absolutely amazing. How long did you sit there to take that photo, Giles?
Well, I stood, and it was about 3 hours.
3 hours?
And it was probably about -10.
Because where were you?
It was in Iceland this year, February. Valentine's night.
Oh,
so,
how romantic.
Yeah, absolutely. Obviously nothing better to do.
Yeah,
so,
on your own.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
By a lake.
To be fair, I was with a group of another 4 photographers, absolutely fantastic guys, and we had a most amazing week travelling around Iceland, which I can highly recommend. Brilliant tour guide, Mark Andreas Jones.
They've got a very good football team as well, as I understand it now.
I saw something about that, yeah.
So, 4 hours, you have to suffer for your art, quite honestly, in the freezing cold.
Do you know, it's so exciting, stood there, looking at these lights and, you know, waiting and the excitement. It's just magical. So that excitement is, you just forget the fact you've got numb toes.
Yeah, you can't feel anything.
No.
And do you stand there and click, 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 or do you bide your time? And because how do you know when you've got the perfect photograph? You know, do you give yourself a huge selection to choose from? How does it work?
Yeah, you do. Basically, when you get there, you don't know what you're going to get with the Northern Lights. That's the thing about it. That's why they're so exciting. They give you sort of various sort of forecasts about their kind of strength it may be, but it's just that is why I think so many people love it. It's just so exciting, wondering if you're going to get it. Now, we got there. There was a little bit of a light there, fading, coming and going. I took some shots initially. Pretty much gave up after about a couple of hours, but we stood around anyway because we just did,
Yeah.
hoping. And then all of a sudden, we were about to go, actually. And then
Really?
Yeah, we were about to go after about 3 hours. It's like 1 in the morning or something ridiculous like that. And we're thinking, oh, okay, enough's enough and that. So typically, isn't it, when you start packing your gear away, it then starts happening. So we get everything out again.
Fantastic.
Tripod, camera, more foot warmers, put them in as well. And you really are basically just trying to get the exposure correct. Now, for the shot I've taken is probably about a 20-second exposure. So you need a tripod. But the thing with cameras these days is they're so sensitive. My camera's not a particularly specialist camera. It's a professional camera. But the sensitivity is so good these days that now we can photograph the stars and the people on the street can. That's why there's so many people now.
Can I take a closer look at
this?
that?
This is for you. This is for you. This is a copy for you.
No way.
Yeah. No
really? Seriously?
Yeah, absolutely.
This could be an award-winning photograph you've just given me. That's lovely.
Oh, you're welcome.
Thank you. That green, it looks like you photoshopped it, quite honestly, Giles. What can I say? It is so vivid.
Yeah,
it's vivid. That green streak. It's like a Stabilo Boss. Look at other highlighters are available.
Yes.
But it is, it's like a highlighter pen. It's amazing.
Well, I mean, when you actually process the image in Photoshop, you are obviously sort of bringing it out to its best.
Right.
When you take the photo, is amazing. That's untouched, you see. A lot of photographers will shoot the Northern Lights and then they'll add a foreground to it, or they'll take it and then merge it with another picture.
Do you know what's so amazing? You've got 2 photos in one, because as you say, there is an exact reflection of the mountains covered in snow and the green light. I mean, have you turned it upside down and have a look? That looks great, doesn't it?
But thanks. I'll enter that next year. Georgie, if you look really closely on the hill there's a couple stood on the hill.
Stop it! Where?
Go really close, just on the hill there.
My eyesight's appalling.
Oh, okay. Assure me.
I need a magnifying glass.
Tiny-
Oh, yes,
Yeah.
down there.
So that's...
On the right-hand side,
Isn't
there are
it-
two images photographing you, clearly, on the other side of the lake.
No, they're looking up. That's a couple on Valentine's night looking up at the stars.
Of course.
So I'm kind of like this kind of weird guy that's photographed their beautiful romantic moment.
Yeah.
I'd just like to find them and send them a print. That'd be nice, wouldn't it?
That would be so fantastic, actually. Oh, it is a stunning picture. And this award that you're up to is a bit of, as I say, it's a mouthful. Insight Astronomy Photographer of the Year.
I know.
Have you ever done this before?
No. I haven't. I've not entered for this competition before. I took up landscape photography about a year and a half ago, but I'm a professional photographer of 36 years. And today, for example, I'll be down at the Hungate site photographing construction and houses and things like that. So that's what I do day to day to make my money. But I sort of started getting into the landscape about a year and a half ago, and I absolutely love it.
Oh, wow.
But my day-to-day stuff is commercial photography, PR, media, and architectural stuff, which I've just won an award for with the York Art Gallery and
Oh, really?
the Reba Award for 2016. Well, I took the photos for my client so that they could win the award.
Yeah.
So it's a joint thing.
Yes,
I got
yes.
paid. Great.
Yeah, that's show me the money.
Yeah.
Well, listen, we wish you the very best of luck
Thank you
with that.
very much.
And thank you for letting me hang on to this. That's fantastic.
Anybody that's interested, they're having an exhibition starts this Saturday for a while down at the Royal Observatory down in Greenwich there, and runs for a little while. I'm not quite sure how long, but it starts this Saturday. So if you want to go and see wonderful prints and you're down in London, pop along and be amazed.
And you know, I thought that there was some flecks of something on the photograph,
The
but actually it's
stars.
the stars. It's just beautiful stars. We may be in the gutter, Giles, but we're always looking at the stars. Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
It's lovely to speak
You're
to
welcome.
you this morning, and good luck. Let us know how you get on.
Thank you very much.
Oh, I'd give it an award. I'd let you win, quite honestly.
Thanks, George.
David, good morning. How are you?
Good morning, Georgie. I'm fine. Better than the 62, even though all lanes have reopened west of 27 at Gildersome towards 26 at Chain Bar. You've still got queues, very slow traffic back past the M1 towards junction 30 at Rothwell. This is following an earlier accident involving a lorry and two cars. Very busy on the A19 as you're heading through restrictions around Easingwold. Busy back around cross lanes up around the Sykes Lane junction there. You'll find traffic thick now on the A61 leaving Harrogate out around Butterside Bar as you're heading south towards Leeds. No major hassles through Knaresborough. Scarborough's coping quite nicely. It is getting busier through Scarborough on the A64 as you're heading away from the lights at Fallsgrave. And again, watch out for restrictions on the A170 on Stepney Road. That's it for now. More in 15 minutes.
Thank you, David.
Share your travel news.
0330 123 3955.
BBC Radio York.
I've just been showing Mark Stoddard this fabulous photo. It is stunning, isn't it, Giles's photo, Mark?
It's absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
It's you need to look at it really closely
You
to see the
do.
finer details.
You
as
do,
well.
and it's not you look at it once, you look at
Yeah.
it twice, you look at it, you just keep looking.
It's like a good photo. You see more and more in it. The more and more you look at it, and the closer you look.
Absolutely, it's a
no,
revelation.
very, very spectacular.
Yeah, lovely. Mark's here from the Agricultural Society.